Hello, my name is Matt Combs. I'm the athletic director at Benton County High School. We're putting this video out for two reasons, really. One, it's to fulfill a requirement from the Ohio High School Athletic Association as a parent meeting. Typically, many of you parents will remember we had these in person in the past. With everything going on right now, obviously, it made more sense to do this virtually. But the second reason, and maybe the more important reason right now, is to make everybody aware of how things are going to work here as we get into competition in terms of spectators, in terms of ticket availability, expectations of spectators, and all of those types of things. I know we've had a lot of questions. We definitely want to offer clear, concise leadership in this situation, but we've had to wait a little bit just to make sure that we're in line with what our governor has told us to do and what the OHSAA has required us to do. So I want to go over a few of those things now. Typically, we would talk about the physicals and eligibility and some of the things we talk about at these parent meetings. I think for now, we'll put that on the back burner. I mean, we're at a point where all of our athletes are well into practice. Many of them have already started contests, so they have physicals or they wouldn't be participating. I think that many of you are aware of some of the eligibility rules and things like that. Obviously, if you have any questions along those lines, be sure to get with me and just call me here at school, and I'll try to answer any questions that you have. I want to jump right into some of the new news, so to speak, as it pertains to our spectators for our events. I mean, we're getting ready to start volleyball next week. I'm putting this video out on Friday afternoon, August 21st. We're starting volleyball on Monday. Our first official football game's next Friday. So I want to make sure that everybody's on the same page. Ticket procedures. Some of you have already read the governor's order or heard his press conference. Basically, to keep it simple, it's 15% capacity is what we're required to adhere to, 15% of our seated capacity. So what that comes down to for us is basically being allowed to provide the opportunity for each athlete's family to purchase 2 tickets. Obviously not what we had hoped, wanted to be able to provide more, but that's where we're at right now. 2 tickets per athlete, per band member, per cheerleader, every participant that's involved in that event, we can offer 2 tickets. The way it's going to work is basically our coaches will pass out vouchers, 2 to each participant. And then that participant's family can bring that voucher with them to the ticket gate like you always would to buy your ticket. You're going to buy your ticket just like you always would, except you have to have that voucher. If you don't have that voucher with you, then we can't let you in because we are providing a specific amount of those, making those available to our own athletes and to the athletes of the visiting school as well. So you bring that voucher up to the gate, you hand it to the person, I'm taking the money, you pay your money, get your ticket. Now, on the road, depending on the facility, because every facility is different in terms of size, we could even be more limited. I don't look for any facility to offer the road team more than 2 tickets per player, but definitely could be limited beyond that if the facility we're going to is a little bit smaller or just doesn't have that capacity. Obviously, when they give us the number of vouchers that we get when we are the road team, we're going to try to take care of parents first, making sure that they can, one or both parent can get in to watch their son or daughter participate. The other thing we're really looking into right now, and we're going to do this one way or the other, is to stream the games online. There's obviously ways we can do that via Facebook Live, things like that, but we're also exploring maybe some better options in terms of video quality to where we can stream these games so that our Viking fans can watch our kids play when if they're not able to get one of those vouchers to actually get into the games. It's not perfect, obviously, but we think it's something that maybe can help a little bit. We know we've always had such great followings here, and one of the things that I've said a million times in the past is that makes Vinton County great are the fans that come out every night, support these kids, whether they're winning or losing. We always have a good following. So this whole thing really hurts us probably more than a lot of schools, honestly. But so we're going to at least try to stream those games and give everyone an opportunity to be able to watch online. Now, if you're one of the people who has a voucher and you come to the game, I need to go over the crowd expectations, what's expected of you and all of our spectators when they walk through the door. There's some things that we have to do on our end as administration, and we will. You'll see some signage that you normally wouldn't see, obviously, talking about if you're experiencing these symptoms, don't come in, 6 foot distancing, many of the same things you see when you go out to a restaurant or you go out to a store or whatever, you're going to see here. You're going to see spots on the floor when you're standing in line to get tickets to keep people separated by 6 feet. So a lot of those things you're probably getting used to by now in society today, but you're going to see some of those things here. We're also going to be, in one form or another, sectioning off seats, putting some markers down in our bleachers, both indoor and out, to try to ensure some level of distancing. We're obviously asking our fans to help us with that, use common sense, socially distance. If you're in the same household, sure, you can sit in there all together. But if not, you need to be in a section by yourself. The governor's order said basically no more than 4 people sitting together. But if you're from the same family, you can definitely all sit together. Other than that, we need to limit it to those, those areas where we leave 6 feet in between fans. Beyond that, what's expected of you when you come in? The first thing is symptom check yourself before you come. Please do that. I mean, check your temperature. Check, obviously, if you're not feeling well or you're experiencing a symptom, I think it goes without saying, you shouldn't come. We're not going to be doing temperature checks right now, but we will be, putting up signs reminding you if you're experiencing any kind of symptoms, don't come in. Our gate workers may ask you from time to time, are you experiencing any symptoms? We're again, just trying to remind people to check themselves before they enter. The other thing, and these it seems like this is the story everywhere, you got to wear a mask and we got to social distance. Those two things have to happen. No one likes it. Obviously, I've met very few people, if any, that really enjoys wearing these masks. But, everyone's got to make a sacrifice. We've got a building right now full of teachers and students that are wearing masks all the time, every day. We've got our athletes that are going to have to wear masks in certain situations when they're on the sidelines. Our coaches are going to have to wear masks. People helping administer the game personnel is going to have masks. So it is what it is. We have to wear these masks right now, and we have to social distance. I think that, is it a sacrifice to an extent? Sure. But I feel like a small sacrifice in order for our kids to have a season and be able to participate. I feel like my number one priority as an athletic director, and I think I probably speak for the rest of our administration, beyond the obvious, which is our student safety and health, which really goes without saying, our number one priority after that is we want these kids to play. We want them to have a season. We do not want to see a situation that we had to go through in the spring where we have seniors in high school missing their last year of athletics. These kids get a 4-year window to participate in athletics. It means a lot to them. It's a great experience for them. And it was heartbreaking to watch those kids last spring have to go through that and not be able to play. We do not want to see that again. And we've got an opportunity as of right now to be able to play, and we have to do our part to ensure that we keep that opportunity. Because if we go in here and I'm not going to wear a mask or I'm going to do things my own way, next thing you know, we run the risk of getting shut down. And then what we're doing then is we're stealing this opportunity from kids. And I don't think any of us want that. So we need to make sure, whether we like it or not, whether we think it's right or not, it really has nothing to do with our opinion. It is what it is, and we've got to do what's right for our kids to give them the opportunity to play. The OHSAA will do random look-ins or checks. They are going to send compliance officers out. So we have to make sure that we're doing things right because we don't know what eyes are upon us at any time. And the last thing in the world we need is to be shut down, like I said, and not give these athletes a chance to compete. With that being said, I hope that answers some questions. I'm always available here at the high school. Give me a call, shoot me an email. Most of you out there have my cell number. Shoot me a text, give me a call, whatever. I'm here to help. I'll try to answer any questions you have. I can promise you, not everybody's going to be happy with this. I get it. But like I said, right now, my number one priority is our health and safety, followed closely by the priority of getting these kids a season. So again, thank you for tuning in and listening. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.